Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So yeah, we had a bit of a drop yesterday, late. So for me, the way this now presents, it dropped obviously below that 1280 level. Yeah. As I mentioned before, if we drop below 1280, we've got one more last chance above 1265, because 1265 is the previous or the assumed wave 2 low here in the circle. Yeah, after which we had this 1-2 in the circle wave 3. So below 1265 you would invalidate this 1-2 setup completely. It already became unlikely below 1280. However, what happened? We moved up straight away. So we have not invalidated anything, and we have not substantially dropped below the 78.6% fib level. So that is always the point. Yeah, 1280. Yeah, dropping below that means we need to substantially drop below that, which means we go below it and we stay there. We have recovered within the hour, I would say, within 1 or 2 hours. So for me at the moment, it is again unclear. I mean, I would nearly say this looks very strong, but it's only a 3-wave move at the moment. So I would need to see the 5 waves, which we need to have a bit of patience for. As soon as I see the 5 waves and then 3 waves down, we can basically confirm with, that's the best confirmation that the market will give us, that a low is in place here, a low was in place here, a low is in place here, and that we now are ready to rally, which would be the primary expectation anyway, to start moving to the upside. Yeah, I said as long as we don't break the 1280, the focus is on higher. Okay, we broke it, but we didn't invalidate anything because we stayed above 1265 and we recovered basically within 1 or 2 hours. So that is not a substantial break of a support level. If I talk about the 78.6% fib level, it is the level below which invalidation will get very likely. But as we basically recovered very, very quickly, when we touched the 88.7% fib level, we are sort of still in the game for this wave 2 here, yeah? Even though it has become a little bit less likely. And what I would want to see now, to confirm that a low was in place here, is the 5 waves up. But this is sort of, this is Ethereum's last chance here. If we lose this, then I think we will, so if we lose now the 88.7% fib level, then we'll probably lose the 1265 as well. Now, does that mean we can't rally anymore? No. It means that this wave 2 low will move over here. That's then the next chance for the bulls to turn it around. I did explain that in the previous video already, and it would mean that, so at the moment the assumption is, if I zoom out again, yeah, that since the decline here from 1780, we obviously moved down in an impulse down, or you could even call it an ending diagonal. Yeah, I think I counted it as an ending diagonal based on the Elliott Wave method. So that this was a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th wave here, yeah, that a low was in. There's another way of counting it where we're waiting for one more low. But this would not change the higher level scenario at all. And I said, as long as we're holding at least the 1225 level, we can assume a low was in place here. That was at 1195. And this is at the moment the case. So at the moment, I have no reason to believe that we will make one more low below 1195. This will only become the case if we go below 1225. Then I think we're going to lose the 1195 level. And then my first view would be, we'll probably come down a bit lower, ideally hold the 1130 level, or in the very worst case, the $1,000 level, to stay in the current higher level scenario of a breakout. So at the moment, the assumption is that, yeah, as I said, the low was in place here at 1195. We moved up in an impulse. We came down in a wave 2 correction, and we're now in the 3rd wave up. In the 3rd wave, you've got your sub waves, wave 1, 2, and the next one would be a wave 3 to the upside to around $1,400. That is still what could happen now, as we recovered very quickly yesterday. Yeah, we recovered very quickly. So there you go. However, if we now don't rally in 5 waves to the upside, we might do it now, but if we don't, then we will most likely drop below 1265, and then my view would be that this here was just a wave A, B, C, and that we will come down below 1265 obviously, and have then, however, as long as we stay above 1225, have another chance to rally, because all it would be, if this is an ABC, then this higher degree wave 2 in the circle, I would just move it over, ABC, yeah, because this is a 3-wave move as well so far, and a corrective pattern at the moment. So I would assume this is just a wave 2 then, and we will start to rally from here. It would just delay the rally a little bit. So that's sort of what I'm looking at the moment. As long as 1225 is holding, I'm going to focus on higher. Yeah, if we drop a bit more and then rally or go up straight away, not really relevant here. My strategy, if we drop below 1225, yeah, I will probably buy another batch of ETH, because I will assume that it will hold the 1130 level, or at least the $1,000 level, and will then go up in that third wave here, yeah, that we talked about before. We say this from $880 down there to the upside at 2020 was a wave 1. We came down in a wave 2, and the next larger rally should be also a wave 3 to the upside to around $3,000. Can I promise to you it will happen? No, of course not. But as long as higher, from a higher degree point of view, the $1,000 level is holding, we could focus on that. Yeah. Again, it allows for shorter term retracements and for short term new lows. But as long as we hold above, well, at least $1,000, you know, below that level, the higher level pattern will get very unlikely. But as long as we hold that, you know, we can have some short term lows, new lows below 1195, and it wouldn't be a problem. But yeah, so it's currently moving up. I cannot yet count the 5 waves up. Yeah, it's some nice green candles, but just because we see a couple of green candles doesn't mean we're already moving up. So we need to be a bit patient here. We have hit support. Yeah, we've hit the 88.7% fib level, had a reaction to it. Doesn't look bad at the moment, but it needs to move higher. Best confirmation I can get probably that, you know, things are moving, or the earliest confirmation would be here, move above 1310, would say, yeah, which is basically moving, well, 1308 is here, those subwaves, the highs. That is already a good indication we are moving higher. And then a move above the wave X high at 1320, and then above 1341. Those would be confirmation levels to the upside, right? Okay, and that's my update about ETH. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.